So I just saw the Zeku reveal trailer today, and he looks okay. Is a male version of Ibuki. Great. So we pay for 2 Ibukis in this game? Okay. I'll get into that later. I know a lot of people are going to just be like, nah, you can just buy the characters with fight money. Whatever. I mean, honestly, he looks cool as hell. His gameplay looks pretty cool. I think the Strider costume is pretty awesome. You know Maximilian's going to be super excited about that. I have no problem with him as a character. My problems with this game run much deeper. What I want to get into right now is the fact that Ibuki being DLC in the first place, regardless of fight money, is insulting. Actually, all the Season 1 DLC characters being who they were, plus Akuma being in Season 2 as DLC, is a slap in the face. Akuma, Guile, and Balrog are 3 characters who should never be DLC in an SF game. Juri and Ibuki were additions to Street Fighter 4 with the Super Update. Basically a form of DLC, if you bought the original game. Why are they DLC in this game? If they're going to be in it at all, they should be a part of the original roster. Alex and Urian have been, hands down, the most requested characters for this game. Capcom takes them and makes them DLC. I really don't know what to say at this point. I mean, all the crap that everyone still talks about this game, the lack of defensive options, players can't develop their own style and express their personalities with their characters like they could in previous games.
Street Fighter 5 is a game that you can't express yourself. Like, if you watch 2 Ken players, you would not be able to tell who is that Ken player with no names. In Street Fighter 4, you see an Akuma, 2 Akumas, you will be able to distinguish who's Infiltration and who's Takedo, because there's so much more depth in the game, okay? But in this game, Street Fighter 5, it seems like I can't express myself.
Just the way that they've handled the characters in general, in terms of balancing. I mean, even tournament players have said they don't know why they're balancing the game like this, other than it seems like they just want to switch which characters are used from time to time to make it more interesting for the spectators.
When I was talking to a few other players, they were saying that Street Fighter 5 is a little bit more geared towards the spectator than the player.
That's exactly what that is. Capcom is only making money through esports. That's it. Nobody's buying this. It's been almost 2 years and they haven't sold 2 mil. That's sad. The game is just mechanically devoid. It's uninteresting.
Like, one 50-50 decision could lead into somebody losing or winning because the reward is so high. Oh my god, I got hit by crush counter. Alright, that's over. I'm going to losers, guys. You know, that happens so many times, you know?
Oh, you take all that combined with how they've nickeled and dimed us over costumes and stages, and I mean the release of the game.
Street Fighter 5 is officially out.
No.
As of today.
Really?
On PC.
You wouldn't know it.
And home video game consoles.
The game doesn't really have that much single player content. So, you know, if you're the type of person who doesn't have a friend right next to you, you don't really have a lot to do except train and maybe go through survival mode.
Will arcade and Zeku be the answer? I doubt it. I doubt it, honestly. If it is, great. After 2 years, woo, alright. 2 mil, great. But I just don't think that it's going to be enough for me to get me back into it. Now I want to go back to the fight money comment from earlier. Yeah, you can earn fight money. But you can't earn enough from playing all the content to unlock everything that costs fight money. I've played the game regularly up until the release of Colleen, and I still have only been able to unlock the characters. I've had to buy every stage with real money, and I'm done doing that. I haven't done that in a long time. The fact that the day and night versions of stages that already exist are purchasable with real money is terrible, and I haven't purchased any of them. And I haven't earned enough fight money to unlock any of them. The game's story mode is way too long to have to be played twice to earn you not even enough to buy 1 character. And the fact that you still only earn 50 fight money per win online is ridiculous. 2,000 matches won, not played, won, in order to have enough to buy 1 character. And then survival mode is a joke. This is all stuff that's been said before, and nothing that Capcom has done the entire life of the game has fixed any of that shit. The economy was designed to make you frustrated to the point where you'd spend real money to get the stuff you want. And I knew it was going to be the case going into it, as soon as they announced before the game released that this is the way it was going to work, and it's exactly like that. Now, why would they make it easy to earn everything in-game when the option to purchase it outright exists at all? Because that option exists, of course they would make it frustrating, so you'd spend your money. It's like the money to just buy the game in the first place wasn't enough. And there was a time when I thought Capcom could do no wrong. Devil May Cry was the shit. I was still playing Mega Man X Collection on PS2. I was still driving to the arcade whenever they existed in Oklahoma to play CVS 2. The announcement of SF4 was the hypest thing ever. And now I feel like they can only do wrong. Esports is where it's at right now, and that's it. That's what they're leaning on. And it's been successful because that's where the money is. The only reason people are playing this game, and you have to admit this, is because that's where the money's at. If there were no money in it, I think people would have just made it into a Smash Brawl situation where everyone's still playing Melee, and nobody accepted Brawl, and now Melee lives on forever as the main Smash game, even with Smash 4 being out. I think that's what this would be like if the Capcom Cup wasn't a thing. I honestly haven't been excited about anything with Street Fighter V since they announced that Guile's assistant from Third Strike was going to be a playable character. And maybe Manat, she looks cool, but it hasn't gotten me excited enough to actually play the game. I literally haven't touched it since Colleen came out. And at this point, I don't even think Sagat will get me going. Anyway, those are my thoughts, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, a lot of people are going to call me a hater. Whatever, that's what I think. Thanks for listening.